Yes. Alright, so let's see. The first match I am streaming is... Yes, we've got CL and Name Not Loading. Oh no, there's no music. Hang on. Well, we gotta go into here now too, because I've got this when it's clipped right. We just clip this. This game is really cool though, so it's fine that I have to set this up. Oh, it doesn't fit fully. No way to set this full screen. Ah, perfect. First points. Or first round points. It is best of 3 though. So then, now I can just do this. And look, it fits! Oh wait, no it doesn't. Dang it. Why doesn't it fit? I even tested it! Oh gosh. Well, I have an easy way to fix this while we're getting this going. Just make it bigger. And bigger. There. Now we just have to fix the names and everything again quickly. Oh god. You need to stay in place. No, stay in place. Stay in place, I say. I seriously need to spend more time doing like proper testing on this in the future. I will take full responsibility for being a terrible DL host, stream, entertainer, so on and so forth. But we do have this set up. And this match is... and Name Not Loading. And it looks like CL is going to be able to take the first set. Let's find the names. There it is. And that is 1 point in a best of 3. Is this stream remote to play? We're doing Discord share right now. So I'm just gonna close this, go back to this. I can resize this now. But I'm gonna just hide it for a moment. As I close this and go into here. Okay, there we go. And we're going to be diving right back in. Go into full screen. Alright, and we are good to go. Let me get some music going. Alright, so finally, it took forever, but we are set to get rolling. Going into brackets right now, we have name not loading, going in with the gunners, sticking with their guns, lost the first set, but still looking to hold strong with this character. Zeliel is going in with Reva, I'm terrible, I'm sorry. Going in with Reva. These two characters are actually pretty interesting. Gunner capable of generating mana through that gun. It's really good just to continue to blast that gun. The more you press it, the more mana you gain, allowing you to more effectively keep your charge going up. That said, Reva has a really nice reflect, and we're seeing Zeliel utilize it a lot just to bounce back a lot of these heavy hits and just throw them right back at this gunner, which is allowing for Reva to be able to control the field and just pressure exceptionally, finding a lot of good opportunities for damage. Gunner known in the one-step game for being really good at setting good setups and pressure opportunities. Reva being an excellent defensive character, having an ability that means that just by moving their generating shield, they have that reflect, so it's just like very safe and very consistent play, and makes Reva incredibly dangerous to play against in PvP. Yeah, there's no online for this game built in, so it's all about like finding. It's all about just like making things work otherwise, which we've got the Steam Remote Play to do. Looks like the gunner is managing to hold pretty strong in this one. Actually, not too far behind on health damage. Just looking to try to keep up this tempo, keep this pace going. The blue bullets can be really dangerous if they have a lot of mana to work with, but they're not going to be able to get that charge up. And Zeliel will be able to take the set 2-0 against name not loading. So we'll just do that. Cancel. Update. Now we can go back to other music. Bam. Alright, so I can report the scores for them. Nope, they already reported their score. And we're just looking for Nathan and Nino to get rolling, if they have yet to. Or Nathan and Alu. This is messy, but very entertaining. Yeah. To play online, we're using Steam Remote Play, since there's no effective way to be able to make online work currently with this game. Maybe sometime down the road there would be certain kinds of infrastructure, but right now, that is very much not the case. Let's see, are these two talking in... They were trying to get it set, and it doesn't look like it worked. Chat test 2, I cannot see the chat. Test 3, oh, that's not fun. Like it looks like Nathan was having issues getting conversation rolling there. Next round 2 would be Name Not Loading versus Alimento. And alright, and it looks like we're going to get our next match. Round 1's a little bumpy. Took us a half hour. It happens. Considering that we're most of it... I wish I had a better idea on this all. That said, taking a half hour to have it go is not awful. I've had longer taking tournaments. Oh. Alright. Why did it... Oh, you're right, because we gotta go full screen. And then it... Why is this one so long? Oh, different screen stuff, so I get it. I see. Okay. Okay, we're just figuring it out. This is okay. Oh, that's why. There we go, all fixed. This is now buggered all. I don't know why. No, it's not. We are perfect. We're just getting things up and rolling. And we should be set to go in for our next match. With the background, it's hard to see the score with the names. Yeah. It's easier to see over here. Right here, it's... Well, actually, we could just solve that right temporarily. And then I can... This is that side, so... We'll just fix... Score right. Perfect. Now you can read them well. We don't have to just live with it. You can see everything perfectly clear, except like the supported by a little, like the S, but that's fine. Perfect. It can be touch and go, yeah. I'm fine with it being touch and go. Having a worse time than shooters on Switch, that is the curse of Steam Share. Steam Remote Play. Especially when it's like across an ocean. So I think Alimento is on the right, which means Nathan Nino would be on the left. I wish I had more time and energy to do this stuff. I should have more time and energy to do this. You see everybody else do this stuff with no issues, but then I do this and it's just like 5 seconds delay watching the stream. 5-second delay isn't too bad. If you're talking about directly like seeing things happen from my stream. I think they're doing tests right now. Let's do this for a moment while I just check up on them. Alright. We're gonna try watching this right here. But as it currently looks like Nathan Nino currently holding the lead against Alimento. Both players have chosen to go Saffron here. Just a really solid pick for PvP, as she's generally just a well-rounded character with a lot of solid abilities. But on top of the... Oh god, everything is on fire! But Saffron has the ability to revive once mid-combat. So you get that one knockout and you have to play a whole another bout. Seems like the match you and I had. Yeah. Bow Snipe and Hellfire. Yes. Oh, we do have a point already on the field. Nathan claiming that first bit of advantage. We're not going to be able to keep up too well with everything that's happening, but the two players look like they're keeping up fairly well with despite all things going on. And it looks like that's going to be the first point set for Nathan. So we'll do our own little point here. As the two ready up, choose their characters, loadout, so on and so forth. And then we'll be diving right back in for the next bout. At least from my very light amount of experience with this game, Saffron seems like a very solid pick. Just having a lot of utility in how she works, how she plays, and just being able to adapt on the moment to whatever's going on the battlefield. And then you always have an emergency recovery after getting KO'd once. So your opponent kind of has to take you down in a best of 5, where otherwise you only need to win a best of 3 to be able to win. So it can be a tough hill to climb on. Now it looks like we're actually gonna go. We're doing this match again. Reva and Gunner stepping into the field. We already saw a lot of how that kind of went before. Some of the highest effective health, a cleanse after KO, and good spells. Yeah. Oh, no. It looks like... Okay, so it looks like Elemento is going in with Hazel. And Nathan going to be sticking with Saffron. Has the Z. And that's likely going to be held on to until that last frame. Because that's a good, clean 250 damage that's going to be taken. Hazel definitely could be a fairly difficult opponent to play against here, because if you lean into those turrets right, you can buff them up into these giant walls of destruction, and your opponent pretty much is forced to have to contend with those first before you can respond and take... Hazel down. You have completed Death Sap. Nice. It looks like we've got the Z going on Hazel's side. Threw it out, got a heavy chunk of damage. It's actually pretty even right here, but we do have a revive coming in. And I see it looks like a big blast. That means... I do think that means that one is going to Nathan 2-0 against Elemento. Yeah, it looks like they're backing up, which means we have finished that one. Yo, just stick to Hyper Beam's always a good pick. So I think that's a 2-0 for Nathan. And that was right. I had successfully called that out. Alright, so we're going to get things set up for round 2, which is going to be Name Not Loading versus Elemento, and Sheena facing off against Nathan. So let's get that going up and rolling once more. 17 loadouts to go. See, my problem, Name, is I'm not going to be able to ever 100% one step from Eden, because I feel I can only go for pacifist endings, because I feel too guilty if I do any others. That's it. If I do viewer mode, then there's a possibility I'll do like neutral endings or genocide runs if chat decides, if I have a big and consistent enough chat that tells me what to do, and then they just force me to go for genocide runs. Later I'll take joy in killing. I have bad news for you on that. I've tried that several games now. So yeah, several games. I've played Undertale, Bloodstained Curse of the Moon. And those are games where you can kill people too, and I've never killed people there. I've gone through Hell 14. Here, I could actually show you quickly while we're getting things set up on the Switch. Where did the Galta go? Where did the Ogata go? Why did it go? Oh, that's why. No. Like, no, we're not playing. Not ARMS! Not ARMS. Is there Scrapstar NA today? Gilly, hush. Don't taunt me like this. You're doing a wonderful job of representing NA. Everybody's doing a wonderful job. But, like, if we look here, like, you'll see I don't have any of the secondaries, and only some of the characters have the additional loadouts because I'm scum. But we are on the final tier. Of all of this. So I start on Reva 4, which I can almost do at this difficulty. I still like friendship. Look what you've done, now I'm playing. We do, like, we go through on this difficulty. Gods. See? Easy. Anyways, I don't want to get focused on the actual thing. Wolf falls down like a waterfall. Flo falls down like a waterfall, and everybody dies. Let's see how... Oh, wait, what am I doing? So that one hasn't started yet. Oh, it does that every time. No wonder I got confused. So let's get back to focusing on the tournament. Sub 30 gate. I think I've had a time where I got through in like less than 20 minutes on Pacifist with Reva, though I don't have any footage of it anymore and I don't know where to go to find it. Also, just to make sure I'm getting names right and pronunciations, it's Celiel, correct? Or would it be Cieliel? Shileo. Okay, Shileo. Sounds good. It is Shileo. Alright, looks like we've got a match we can watch. Just turn that down. And bam! Look at that! So this one is Nathan versus Alimento? No, this is Nathan versus Sheena. So, who would be the host here? We're gonna have to play the guessing game. And I just need to get the name in. Nathan, like, so we'll do this. I'm guessing Nathan is number 2 because we've got a Saf on the right. Just for consistency's sake, I probably will for the most part just be calling out the characters and how they're performing. Unless I'm 100% confident. But we do have Sheena versus Nathan Nino. The two are just setting up their controls. And they've got everything up and rolling. I love this game so much. Oh, they might be both going Saf. Which is fair enough, fair enough. Double Saffron is just a solid character. Tara's a really nice one. She does have an excavation that does not work, though. Which could be very problematic for anyone on the field. Because that thing could be really devastating and strong, but you just don't have the ability to set it up because it doesn't work. Otherwise, I could see Tara being extremely dangerous with how fast and devastating that can be. I haven't seen Shopkeeper ever in play, because I've never I've started trying to attack her to unlock her for this setup, and I would have to do it for my Switch eventually for an offline event. But like, I've tried fighting her once, and it is very much a good old-fashioned bullet hell. She's definitely one of the more difficult enemies to be able to take down. And for good reason, she's meant to be extra. She's not meant to be something that you're choosing to hunt after. And I'm just gonna... check up on things. Never mind, not fully ready. love this graphic so much. Like, look how beautiful it is. It's just such a soft background. Celestia just chilling on a rock as the sunbeam beams down on her. I love the art of this game. Oh, I was using the Saffron background for a while, but you're using the Valhalla background now? Nice. There's a lot of really good ones. I actually have a rotating background. I upload, it changes with every 24 hours. I've got a bunch of one-step backgrounds in there, and I've got One Step, I've got Celeste, and I've got Kirby backgrounds, and it kind of just mixes and rotates between them all. Oh yeah, and one ARMS background. It's a really nice ARMS background. Wait, I've got a Luigi's Mansion in there too. But that's aside the point. They rotate around, they dance, they flow through them all. And so it's just like, I'm constantly seeing new ones, and it's fun. Well, they're not new ones, but I get a new batch of them all, and it's very enjoyable. So Alu is on the left. And that means that their opponent's name not loading will be on the right. And we're going to be diving right in this time. This time we're even going to be able to see the match fully and respond to what's going on. We've got some really good powers going in. We've got Blessing of Susando. That is a huge covering attack. Gives you some good armor. We got Monument. If that gets knocked down, that can be 250 damage falling onto the other side. Causes some obstruction and blocks walling out your movement. So it can just be really dangerous. Looks like Alu trying to utilize that turret, create some wall and protection. We've got, oh, nice use of that Monument, baiting Alu into attacking it. And is going to be able to score a KO as a result. And the overlay has done weird stuff again. I mean, if it's just gonna float above this text, that's fine. No, go back. And we're diving right into the next one, and immediately we have Hazel struggling to keep up again, just taking up so much damage. She is extremely fragile. If you're not able to get things going right away, it just does not work out well. And with that, Name going to be able to utilize Saf to get the first point. Yo! Are we seeing Terra in the field? Terra is an exciting character to see get picked. Like I said before, Excavation can be really fickle and difficult to work with. But being able to just completely control the field, lock people into positions, and just get good confirms, safely follow up, it can be really punishing and powerful. We've also got a hopper ability there. You can see on Terra the left-hand side one. That one has a bit of an odd bounce to it, but if it manages to connect with the opponent, that does force them to drop their defense, allowing for a lot more potential and combos, or just a lot more damage out of all of your hits. Oh, and we're gonna get a trade, but Saffron has that extra bar of health to keep on rolling. Elemental's got to do a little bit stronger. Does actually hold a lot more health overall. But that revive is exceptionally powerful and just increases a lot in terms of the health meter. Gonna try to root, not able to line it up, can't get the fireball. And Name just kind of dancing around the place, hiding back against the wall, and just doing their best to not get too caught up in things, and forcing Alu to have to walk into their attacks. That mine not likely to do much, as it's just gonna sit right up at that front field. Alu trying to close the distance, but is taking way too much damage to be able to make anything work here, and it's very clear that this one is going to be Name Not Loading set and match. You hear thunder, but there's no rain. You can thank Steam for that. Alright, that's Name Not Loading, probably likely set to be taking that one. Sheena and Nathan are currently still locked into their bouts. Name and Alu set their names. So that means we can look over to the next batch, which would be Shalale. That would be Shalale and Alumental and Name Not Loading versus Sheena, with Nathan taking the break this time. We'll hold out though just for a quick moment, as I mean we could have Alumental and Shalale get their match set up if they wanted. Now that things are going, they're going by very smoothly. I feel like, with how fast One Step goes, I feel like it'd actually be more balanced to have things start with, like, best of fives. That also said, this is a lot earlier in. Like, it might take, like, it could easily be that you just need players to warm up to how these matches go, and things would slow down a lot more as people choose to be a lot safer and more focused with their moves. You're just making a song lyric reference since also hit with thunder. True. Oh. Wait, yeah, we do this. Bam! See, yeah, now that we've got things warmed up, things are running much more efficiently. You're losing a lot of brain cells. I understand. I understand. You're doing good though, Name. Oh, that's awful. I'm sorry. Especially it's 10 p.m. for you. How are you doing in bracket? You have school at 7:40. If you want to drop out, love, you can. Don't worry about it. Don't stress on it too hard. We got set back by a lot, making sure not happening. All right. I'll probably set things as done after the 5 rounds in round robin, and then for those who are sticking around who want to go for another thing, I might do another like single elimination bracket. But like I'll dole out sub prizes to the winners after the round robin stuff. Alright, and we're going to be diving in to our next match. It looks like Elemental is going to choose to stick with Terra here. And Shileo is going to be going in with Reva, just looking to try to continue to utilize this character, those reflects. We do have guillotines on the field. Those can be very scary. Actually, if you had the choice to equip, like, cards, that thing could be stupid scary against Saffron, because you'd only need a couple of light hits, and then a good coverage could lead to the KO on her. Oh, some nice pressure, though. From Shileo is going to allow them to take the first round, setting up some good advantage. Alu just diving right in. Everybody does it. Everybody does it. You see the little square diamonds dancing across the screen, and you try to dodge, but you just so happen to choose the path that is exactly the path that which it's going in. Nice pressure, nice damage coming in for Shileo. Elemental trying to find some chance to turn this around, but it is far gone. That is going to be Reva claiming that first point. Elemental wanting to try Hazel out again. Hazel could be nice. That also said, there's a lot of cannon turret bullet. Oh no, it's Prophecy. We have Prophecy on the field. That is just a wall of do not stand here. 200 fierce damage and just half of the field now swept away. Oh, that fire's gonna burn the turret down. We have a showdown. Both players gaining fragile out of it. And that, again, diving right into that wall of spinning, glimmering triangles. Gonna take Hazel out. I feel like Hazel needs, like, a second turret in her loadout. Almost stands in the Prophecy and takes heavy damage. And now it's just a solid line for these two to have to play on. And it's just like constantly battering down on Elemental, who cannot keep up. And with that, Shileo will be taking the match. Yeah, these go by stupid fast. Could have made this a best of fives easy. Yo, Nino able to turn things back against Nathan, was able to take it 2-1. Which means we could probably head into that match next. Alright, so we could do Name Not Loading and Sheena, or we can do Shalael and Nathan. And right now it looks like Nathan's... How's Nathan doing? Yeah, Nathan's currently holding up pretty strong, has 2 sets in their favor, 2 matches in their favor, as well as Shalael. I think this is like this would be a tiebreaker, potentially. That said, we have yet to see Sheena in play. They got the bye in the first one. We didn't see the second one. I do want to see this. This is the 2 top players in the bracket right now. This is our competitive pros, creams of the crop. What would be next? Sheena. I'm just going for whatever's available and how it is available. We'll go with this next one. Pause that. Fix this back up. Oh, never mind. Stream's dead. Rip stream. Let's catch this one then. Alright. So, I think... I don't know which name is which. But we're gonna figure it out. System crash? I see. So this is Name and Sheena going in right now. Looks like Saffron's going to be able to take the first point. We'll just leave it TBD because I don't know. Saff definitely a very difficult character to play against. That said, that smaller pool, especially if Guillotine is on the field, that can mean a quick KO and take away a huge chunk of her health. Not once, but twice. We do also have Solar Beam on the field. That is pretty much a guaranteed 200 damage. You can get heavy bursts out of that. Hi, Era. Is Twitch giving me issues? No, everything's actually going surprisingly well. Oh, nice coverage with the minigun. Just making sure that all options are available. Got some good damage, but the Solar Flare is going to allow Saffron to hold strong and claim that first set point. Oh, are we going to see a Shopkeeper? Is Shopkeeper OP in this? Well, we're going to find out as it looks like Shopkeeper is stepping into the field. I do know that in the game, their health is based on their money. And so whenever it looks like Shopkeeper's going to take damage, they're going to be healing as that coin, some of those coins will fly out into the air, and they can keep themselves going pretty strong. A nice shot with that charge bolt. We've got a second run for Saf. That's caught in the arrows. Takes some light damage as a result, but still a little bit of healing coming out of this. Keeping themselves just barely in. Oh, but not long enough, and Saffron just barely making it through. This round looking much more in Saf's favor as that money is slowly depleting. Well, very quickly depleting. And there's a lot. It's becoming a lot harder for them to be able to keep things going. And that's going to be a very quick round. Saffron going to be able to take the match 2-0. That was fun. That was good. Hang on. Let's get... And then that looks like... Okay, let's get back into this. I can get the name set up on this one. Nathan. Bam! Yeah, I know. They were TBD because I didn't know exactly who was which character. On this one, though, I do know who is who. And so it looks like we've got Shileo and we've got Nathan coming. Currently, these two are holding the top of the brackets. Looking to try to take that hold that sweet first place position. I'm suspecting we'll be seeing Saf and Reva, two of the top characters currently showcased in brackets so far. Definitely two of the most prominent. A Shopkeeper definitely looks like she has a lot of potential too, especially if there isn't too much crowd controlling going on, because you just take heavy damage and then you just grab your money back. Here, I'm just gonna check on things. Yeah, it looks like Name Not Loading took Sheena down 2-0. Those two will be playing off bracket now. We've only got 2 more rounds, so despite a half hour setting things up, we're actually making good time here. And this might actually be finished in like 2 hours easy. Yeah, we're gonna just restart the streams because small technicality issues with the Steam share gave authority. Okay, we're back. It is... Yeah, I think we had that issue while we were doing tests. It's not the most optimal system, but it works. Usually. Wait, can I make this fit? Does this fit now? Oh, yo, it does! You can put everything back in place. Alright, so going into this bracket, it looks like Reva doing a pretty solid job of getting just lots of damage and burning through Saffron's health. That said, we do have a whole nother bar. Reva is pretty low on shield. A good shield throw, not going to be able to connect. That is a lost shield, but we're getting the reset. And now Shalale currently holding at even with Nathan. It took all that, now we're even. I mean, granted, there's a lot of armor going in still on the field. Oh, that's a nice setup, especially if Nathan is just going to hold fire on those beams and ends up hitting a feisty amount of damage. Nice setup on Shaleo's end, and this is going to be their first point. Oh wait, not yet. That was just the first point, not the first set. This round looking a little different to start things off. We do get the freeze. Some nice attempt at poke, but well-timed reflex catching exactly when Nathan was looking to attack is definitely going to work out in their favor. Ends up getting sniped by the lasers again, just walking right into that, trying to bait it. Looking for a good limit break moment. Here it comes. Has yet to make any kind of contact. It does eat through the shield a little bit. But that shield is just proving to be a monumental obstacle. Finally get some damage, but at the cost of their life. Now Nathan having to roll with their second bar. And Shaleal currently holding very strong, just continuing to patiently play, generating shield as much as possible with some good wise movement, bringing out the deflect here and there. Gets the lockdown, looking for a chance to go in for the damage, and does actually connect, but we're at 20 health left. And Shaleal and Nathan does not have much to work with, and a good old limit break is going to safely cover all their options, pin them down, and gives Shaleal that first point. Reva is so good in this mode. There's a lot of characters that I can see being really good. If Terra got patched up, she would be incredibly dangerous. Saffron's definitely just up there. And then Shopkeeper. Those three are definitely like the top tier characters right now. Alright, we've got monuments, we've got turrets, and it looks like Nathan is actually going to try to buff up that rock as well, just causing more obstacles and walls. One of the challenges, too, going in with Hazel is just the fact that, like, it leans so hard, that default ability leans so hard into buffing things up that if you don't have something to buff up, sometimes you just kind of end up throwing to the wind. Ends up walking into that wall. It's going to take some heavy damage as a result. I think Saffron would have been a better pick to hold on to. Hazel just cannot keep up with this pressure. I love how the screen's always shaking. I think if things were set up optimally, I would turn off screen shake because it's like constantly dancing. Like the screen looks like it's wanting to just burst out of the game looks like it wants to burst out of the screen just like at every given moment. Oh, walks right into another monument. And that is going to be a very safe confirmation for Shilale. Taking Nathan out 2-0. And sets themselves up with a very, very confident lead. No, but where's it? There. Alright. Oh gods, no. That's a terrible gender shift. Let's see, how are our standings right now? Yeah, it looks like Nathan and Name Not Loading actually tied for second and third place. Shilale currently holding on to first with a clean 4-point sweep. Alumental and Sheena tied for fourth and fifth. The final brackets would be Nathan and Name Not Loading, and Shilale versus Sheena. Hopefully everybody watching has been enjoying and having fun, and the good times have been having had. This is incredibly hectic to try to roll this all around like this, but I am enjoying it a lot. Let me see. Oh no, Alu got the Siki gender. We saw how disastrous that was during QR. This is not a good gender. Alu, run! It's gonna blow up in your face! I think they're just gonna go off stream, which... Okay, no, they're just setting up right now. That's a good meme. I actually meant to play in QR last night, but you were not in the right headspace. That's all good. Your well-being is very important and valued. And I'm glad to hear that you were able to recognize and chose to take care of yourself when put in the heat of the moment. Because that is genuinely not easy to do. Just to be like, I'm supposed to compete in this tournament, I guess I'll just do that. Alright, so it looks like we are on Nathan, who has chosen to go in with Saffron here, and Name Not Loading is going to be going in with Sheena. Or Reva. I need to do the names. There's too many in here. Bam. Alright. So, starting things off. Saffron doing a pretty solid job. Has managed to find some damage in this match, or this set already. A nice push up of that platform. Forces that away so that there's no good setup there. But the monument for Saffron isn't going to roll either. We do get a little bit more damage. Reva slowly losing away at health. Just chipping and eating away at that. And Saf still has that revive sitting ready and available. Ooh, Tsunami could be really good here, especially with Saf or Reva hiding back right now. Good use of that bomb. Gets 150 damage on a point blank. Oh, right, Tsunami is front. So that was a good catch there. And is going to get the KO without getting knocked out once. That's some excellent play and movement. Don't mind me, it's taking me a moment to get things set up. Tries to go in for another Tsunami. It's not going to stick out this time. But again, Nathan doing a really nice job of just finding these light pokes, these light chips, slowly burning through this Rev's health. And name not loading, struggling to keep up with the tempo. Finally starting to weaken Nathan, but there's still a revive out waiting in the wings. Oh, the bomb almost going to stick, but not going to be in this case. Tries to set something up for the explosion. That's actually a good chain of coverage. Bomb sitting on the wings. Tsunami not going to be able to connect. And we do have the revive triggered. Name currently just a little bit on health deficit, locked into that position, and just spamming the reflect, trying their best to prevent Nathan from being able to secure any further damage. Tries to push that monument. Oh, and another good Tsunami with a quick wave of damage. Trying to find a chance to shield up. And the timing just barely off on all of these. And we're going to have Saf manage to make it through Nathan claiming that first point. Just barely. His name was starting to warm up to the match. Yeah, 100 shield for 2 mana is good value. It's very good value. If you can line it up. And then if you also catch a player in that field too, that's like even more shield. There's so much shield you could get out of that. Alright, just waiting to see what they try to do here. Baiting with the shield throw into shield catch into a shield throw. Yes. Hang on, let me just check up on them. Oh, never mind. They're readying up. I'm just gonna... Yeah, they're good. They're not saying anything, so... Just control issues. Control issues, it looks like. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Ah. We've still got the disconnected screen. I think we're gonna have to restart. This is cursed. It's cursed. Fortunately, I mean, it maybe not fortunately, but it's time to gender shift. The bodies feel itchy and weird. Also, I need to reload this because it's not loading things in properly. Because I know for a fact that follows happened, but it doesn't want to tell me what happened. So I'm going to just go straight to Stream Elements to see if it picked up on any of the things that happened. Here we can do this right now. Look at that! You followed! Shileo, thank you for the follow, love. Much appreciate. You get a cute little alert. Much hype. Many poggers. I can't believe I use the word poggers now. I still think it's a ridiculous word. It displayed the follow again. I didn't see it before, so I pressed the follow to make it do it again. See, I can just like summon it at will. Like, see, we'll do one more time. Like, just you keep following. Wow. Poggers. Much poggers to be had. Here, while we are chilling out. How do you do those now? Ah. So that is A-E-L. What? Congratulations on first place. You get a sub. Congrats on first place. You did the winning. The revel was good. Wait, you're not technically first. If Sheena beats you, I mean, I think we confirmed, like, the top 3. The top 3 is confirmed no matter what. Nathan and name. Try reloading. Press the reload button. Hide your follow channels on the left screen. Huh. You try this in fire docs. Oh no, not the fire docs. Do not unleash the fire dogs upon me. Okay, it looks like they're setting things up. We should be back and rolling very, very shortly. This does tell me
When I run the offline for this, there's a very high chance I'm gonna have first to 5s, then first to 7. Because this game can be violent. It will be up for you eventually. Is promise. Right, so we're gonna try this again. Hopefully things run smoothly enough for them to at least finish the match. Look at that big motion blur. Look at that big motion blur. That's a giant shield. Imagine if Reva always had that shield. That's just naturally how big Reva's shield actually is. That would be beautiful. Alright. Looks like we are going to be giving this another go. Name and Nathan both going in with the Saf. Oh, we've got a lot of crazy spells already going into the field. We have... What is it? The one that does the center thing. Both have that. We've got... Both have shield throws. I don't think the shield throw is actually going to do much here. Both players have a lot of just, like... bursty tap. And both are just holding literal neck to neck. That's the ion beam, yes. Oh, tries to go for the ice setup. Lightning is gonna be nicely caught there. And that means that Nathan is holding the lead here just by a slight amount. Has yet to have that reset. Ooh, a good setup with the swipe to get double kunai. Both players have just chosen, like, back and front wall. Oh yeah, no, that's the one that pushes back. Use it. Yo, there we go. And Name almost brought it back, but sitting on that back wall allowed Nathan to bring out the torrent and take that out. And we're gonna have the second round to just explode with 320 damage going straight into Nathan's life and already knocked out. Only getting hit to... Yeah, step dash. That said, these two do have step dash, so it's just like... You could just take your time and wait. But then it does also lead into some good mix-ups. Like just having your opponent sit there and wait, stall it out. Nice catch there. And it looks like 2 health, 0 health. And this match this set brought to 1-1. Whoever takes this next one will be claiming the point. Nathan looking to take the match here, but is not going to have a good start as we're already getting a reset on that health, a revive. And a god, that was an excellent combo on Name's part. The ion beam getting 200 damage out of that, as well as the push from that torrent. There's so many mind games, especially since like you don't really know what you're coming in with. There's a lot of just like planning on the spot, like, oh, these are the tools I have, this is what I need to do. And we're seeing Name just killing it But this infinity laser is just gonna blast through Name's health as well. These two just constantly just dying. Yeah, this game would be so good offline. Asurine's actually a good counter to the Infinity Laser. Oh, but timing him out safely and patiently as that poison wipes them out. And the charged ice shot, yas. And these two are definitely starting to warm up how to line up their shots to get damage, because whenever damage is happening, we're seeing it's just like an explosive amount. Yo! And a nice cryo bolt. Gonna be able to immediately turn things around what look like Name's control. And we're gonna have them actually revive first. Oh, a nice shine. And the shine is going to seal it. And the score brought to 1-1. This is match point. Whoever takes this will claim the match and set themselves up with a little bit more control and bracket. Tries to go in for the shine, it's not gonna stick. Getting a sweet point shine is deathly. Like, look how much damage that does. This round working out so much better in Nathan's favor already. This is a huge hill that's gonna have to be climbed by a Name if they want to turn this around. Oh, an excellent catch there. Punishing that Infinity Beam with the Acid Rain. And the poison is going to be it. Nathan will be taking this match 2-1. Okay, that was hype. That was hype. I'm sorry for killing you with poison. Not Nathan, Natan. Professionalisms. Alright, and this is the final one. Is Sheena going to... Sheena, do it. Any of the characters would be cool. Silasy is really nice. She's difficult to make work, but then she also has good shield piercing with the ice damage. And it looks like we're gonna see Sheena gonna try out Hazel here?
Oh, it looks like they just gotta set controls up. There we go. Oh, we're going in with Terra. Let's go. And the final match of this bracket. Reva versus Terra. Terra can be really good at controlling where Reva goes, but then we still got that reflect going in. And it can be difficult to line just up good damage off of this. Ooh, those spikes can be really nice though. Goes for the time freeze. Sets up the laser, but when time is frozen, that thing cannot move an inch. Caltrops placed over on Terra's side, trying to set up some kind of excavation, but that's not going to be able to do any serious damage. Nice poke damage, though, with those blades. Trying to look for a good moment to throw out the Ragnarok, but could not line up the shot. And does get some damage out of the Tsunami, but Reva just has this one down pat. Is going to be able to claim that first point. And just to get some good poke, and the Ragnarok going to be able to slip right in 350 damage. That is going to be a rough recovery for Sheena if they want to try to take some ground back from this. Especially, you can tell they're looking for the Ragnarok here. But it just means that if it comes down, there's a good chance that it's going to get reflected. No reflection on it, but it does end up whiffing, and another 250 in. And that is going to be Shilale taking that first point. It looks like we're going to see Sheena switching over to Gunner for this next bout. Might have a little bit more luck here. We've got that skipper once again. That can be a nice way to break shield, lower some defense. Ooh, we got the Miss Me arrow too. So guaranteed, pretty much guaranteed armor unless you can catch that, which is not an easy thing to do. Solar Beam can get charged up. And then we've got a big 200 damage, and successfully manages to make some work with it too. A big thing about Solar Beam is every time you charge it up, it's still in your deck, so the more time you get, the more opportunities you get to charge up that Solar Beam, the more devastating it gets. And we're going to see Reva immediately going in with a Solar Beam charge up. I'd actually go to think if it would be an optimal strategy just to reset your deck there, so you have another shot at getting 2 Solar Beams really quickly. Because it's so difficult to dodge and it's such an easy 200 damage. Just like that, Gunner immediately knocked into critical health. Cannot take too much more damage. We've got a Solar Beam from both players charging up. We've got a lot of those lasers. Ooh, we've got a good knife deck all charged up and ready, trying to call out a move upwards. First catch. Can still turn this around. There's actually not too much of a health difference here, though Gunner is extremely vulnerable. Oh, we do get some nice pokes here, though. And this can KO. They just need to, yes! Find that moment to shoot the beam. And they've got 2 ready, but did not find the time to throw that out. Just as I said, the Solar Beam's really pinnacle to how these matchups can go, since it's on the field.
I'm wanting to see him reset just as soon as that Solar Beam becomes available. Just go for it. Set up for as many as possible. You don't have to empty out your deck. You just want to go for... You want to find the best cards you can and go through them quickly. And then just reset and go for them again. Nice damage coming in from Sheena's end. Managing to catch out Shileo a lot. With some pretty good damage and actually just a bit behind. Oh, but a topped deck Solar Beam is going to allow Shileo to close this out. And we'll take Sheena out 2-0. Just barely getting by without having to do another match. Oh, right, I forgot this mouse double clicks.